off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They're 180! 180! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
And now they'll have here in this first quarter.
Set, Brown 80! Set, 180! Here we go, D! Here I come! Here I come!
Rivers on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rivers completing it here to Marvin Jones. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Hey there! 380!
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm coming after you. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now it's Jackson. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyrell Williams. 85 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. But now it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
180! 180! Keep it skinny! Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
0.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive, and of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. Chubb. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing again. Rivers. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go one more.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% Coming into 2019, he's incredible.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Come on, set. Check, lock. I got it. Tight dog.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hey, team 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers, he's going to look deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson forced out to his left. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 79! 79! Go!
Throwing again. Rivers. Looking end zone for Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again here, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57. I got him. Hey, here we go.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Rivers. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal. Rivers again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Sanders got it for a Chiefs touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. The extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. A toss play to Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Let's go. Check. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Ready, go.
Now Jackson throwing on third and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First down, Ravens.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I don't think you got it, son. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Go.
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Beckham, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
A gain of 21 yards.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second and 7, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyrell Williams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Ravens 44, Chiefs 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Rivers. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Point after, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Chubb. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Tighten up, pull it together. Hey, chop him. Zoom. 53's the mic.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. He can't hang.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Jackson, he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Let's go. Down the ending. Check 53's Mike. Who that?
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, Foxtrot.
31, check 31. They got tight left.
On first and 10, Rivers completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. This complete to Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rivers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
ladies and gentlemen,